And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. Hi. Welcome. Tarot. Perfect. All right. Happy New Year, everyone. I took a little bit of time off. Thought I'd be a normal person for a while and, take a break from working, which is not something I do very often. But yeah, here we are. And up first, I have SB. I have SB. I have two. I will mention these. I'm also doing, so 2025 is going to be a no buy year for me, meaning I'm only buying essentials. I'm doing some, I got Pluto in the first house. I'm doing some extreme stuff in my life. Anywho, this is the Moon Child Shadow Edition, and this is the Star Child Akashic. I do have the other versions, but these are two new decks in my collection. I'm going to warm these up today. I also bought the Carol Herzer's Starlight Illuminated Tarot, which it's on my altar, and I'm going to be using that for a while before I debut it on the channel. Anywho, for those who are tarot geeks, up first, I have SB. If you're called to donate, you know the drill. Ooh. I actually, it's weird. Like for any of you who are into the Danielle Noel decks, because there's so much like Egyptian influences in the Moonchild Tarot, I was like, man, I am going to really love that one. And then I also fell in love with the Star Child, which is just so interesting. Anywho, but I mean, look at the gilding on this. It's everything. But yeah, welcome in. Let me spam my chat a little bit. Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps out my channel. And up first, we have SB for 2. Oh, baby, we belong together. I actually have SB's question, so I'll wait a second to see if SB is here. And before we get moving and grooving, did you guys have fun last night? So I had a freaking blast last night. I had front row seat to listen, where I live, y'all, there ain't no rules. And we were setting off like professional grade fireworks, and it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Highly would recommend. 10 out of 10. Next year I'm like, let's buy more and light up the whole street. Like, it, all about it. I used to be one of those people that was like, oh my God, I hate the fireworks. People are so annoying. What are these, these backwood hillbillies doing? And now I'm like, let's light them up. Let's set the sky on fire. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to get into SB's reading. We have SB for 2. Is anyone here? Can you hear me? Let me refresh my screen here. All right. If you want to book a private reading, you can text or email me. All right, we're going to jump right into it. G, yay! Thank you so much. You know what, G? I'm going to do your reading first because I don't think that I don't think that, hey, newbie, Happy New Year. I don't think that SB is here yet. So I'm going to do G's reading first, if that's okay with you. All right. G, go ahead and post your reading. Bailey, welcome in. Okay, here everyone comes. I'm like rambling about like astrologers are saying it will get intense world. Oh girl, yes it will. Yeah, that's actually Venus will be in retrograde during that time. Ooh, cool question. We're gonna use the Moonchild Shadow, which I just mentioned. I got a couple new decks. And let's get right into it. Newbie. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps out the channel. All right, New Year messages. I haven't done a reading in, although you guys, I was like, well, not necessarily true. I've been doing daily polls. I don't like to do like full-blown readings for myself. And today's supposed to be a good one. So we'll see how everything rolls. All right. Hey, AA. All right. You're getting me fresh, G. Spirit, show me how can G attract more people on her frequency this year. Show me G's energy. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream. We are so beyond grateful. Thank you so much. We are doing good. We're getting kicked off. All right, G is up. They're taking me to your throat chakra. That was okay, Spirit. So your guides are basically saying that it is okay to be you, and it is okay to be outspoken about certain things that you think and feel, because that is behavior is a language, communication is a language, body language is a language, right? And so sometimes people don't always get the message the first time around. So I feel like the more you are authentically being yourself and being a little bit more vulnerable, and not even necessarily like, I'm not talking about the workplace, I'm talking about in social settings. When you talk more about the things that light you up, that is how other people will be able to recognize your light more, because I do feel like you're a little bit reserved. What I'm seeing that you're a little bit reserved because you're afraid to potentially speak about things that you believe or whatever, that may not be like the norm or like social norm. And I think that when you find yourself in these social settings around people, the best way is going to be for you to be your most authentic self. And I'm not saying that you're not authentic. I feel like you often are, even though you're a Leo, which is so funny, you are not one to take up space. You're not one who wants all the attention. You actually kind of live behind the scenes. I'm so curious to see what your other placements are, G, because I feel like, I don't know what your moon or rising is, but it's just so funny because I feel like you're very humble, and I feel like you are, you're just someone who's not trying to like show off, and you don't need to show off, because I also feel like that's not the kind of people you would even want around you. So the more you are just authentically, genuinely yourself, and the more that you, yes. And so also the more that you, sorry, 1 second, I just lost it. Sorry, Spirit. I'm getting excited. I was trying to read. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I also feel like your self-acceptance for who you are, exactly how you are right now in this moment, knowing that that is enough, not having judgment for any of your flaws, not, having positive self-talk and yourself. I see your self-worth growing this year, and the more you let that light shine from within, like you don't need to go scream anything from the rooftops, but the more you let your light shine, people will see your divine warmth within you and they will gravitate towards that. Let me see what the cards say. I'm actually really excited. Now, 2025 is going to be an intense year. No doubt about that. But it doesn't mean that just because something is intense doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad, right? Speaking from a Scorpio, right? It's like if we have to label everything bad and good, like sometimes intense things need to happen as a catalyst to move things, okay? Spirit, show me for G. We have, the 12th house, Scorpio, going deep to the depths. Oh, wow. Mars and Scorpio in the 12th house. I am walking, talking, living the deep depths of my truth. I don't know that you've ever fully revealed your whole self to someone. I think it's really hard for you to get a little bit vulnerable and deep. And I don't mean that you're not a deep person. I feel like maybe you're afraid that there will be judgment. And I don't know that you've ever revealed your true self and vulnerability. Mars and Scorpio in the 12th house. I mean, I feel like the only thing that could get deeper than that maybe is like Pisces energy, right? Which is in the 12th house. This is the occult, the unknown, the subconscious, what is hidden, right? You said, no one understands me even when I tried. You don't need to try anything. You just need to exist. That's the point. You don't need to over-explain. You don't need to whatever. I feel like those who are on your level, there will be a resonance and there will be a mutual vibe. Let me see what else we have here. Spirit, show me for G. I want to cut the deck. Okay. All right, we got SB. SB, let me know if you're here, babe. We're going to get into your readings next. 3 of Swords. Healing the past. Having courage, okay? Let me tell you, I know I get long-winded and I tell my stories here, but let me tell you a story. I have the closest, tightest knit of friends I've ever had in my life. I'm talking like, give me a shovel, let's go bury. Like I'm talking. So with that being said, one of my dearest and closest friends to me right now, the night that I met them, I was so hurt. I was so wounded. It had nothing to do with them. And I was in a place where I was like, no new friends, no new people. All they're going to do is hurt me. All they're going to do is manipulate me and try to get something out of me or hurt me or whatever, right? And I didn't see that spirit was trying to bring me good people in my life. And I was so hurt. I wasn't open to it in that moment. And so I think healing and knowing that not everyone is out to get you, not everyone is out to harm you. And when you study the behavior of relationships that didn't work out in your past, you will realize that moving forward, I mean, you have a really great head on your shoulders. You're a very wise woman. I don't think that you are going to fall into those traps again. Even if you have friends that you've been friends with for, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever, relationships evolve. And I also think it's important to look at relationships where it's like, if I were to meet you today, would we be friends? And if the answer is no, I'm not telling you to cut anybody off. I'm just saying, like, it's something to reflect on and say why. Well, maybe you have evolved to a certain place. So there's a level of healing from the past that's going to be required for you. And I am using the Moon Child Shadow edition. So this is definitely deeply about healing. Yeah, 5 of Swords. It's hard for you to trust again, which is why I don't think you want to reveal the deepest, darkest, the deepest depths. I mean, not the darkest, the deepest depths of yourself, you know. We have 8 of Wands, communicating, being able to fully be yourself. Being able to fully be yourself and not scare other people away, and not because you're not going to, when you have the right people in your life, you're not going to scare them away. Welcome in, guys. If you're called to donate, let me know. I have a couple donations on deck. Please like the stream. It really helps out my channel. We're going to keep back into G's reading. But yeah. And I think that, I'm not saying to trauma bond, but I think it's getting vulnerable and saying, you know, I've had troubles in relationships. Girl, I got Saturn in the 11th house. I've had a lot of problems with friendships. But if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have the family, the sisterhood that I have now, where I know that, you know, I'm okay as I am. I am a good person. And these things that other people projected on me were not true, right? Or these things that happened to me were not necessarily my fault. It was just the way it was. Maybe we were on a different frequency. But I feel like you will be meeting people where you're able to heal and have a sisterhood together, or some type of community. 8 of Wands, communication. Page of Wands. Yeah, are we going in positive directions now? We've come from this defeat, we've come from this pain, we've come from this hurt. Let's move into the light. Let's move out of that energy. How can we celebrate life and support each other for where we're at now? Because life is not easy. And I see you being able to get there with people, but I think that there's still some healing within the self, obviously, with everyone there that is required. 7 of Swords. There may be people who have really betrayed you in a bad way. And I think it's hard for you to trust and open up to people. Boom, the Emperor. Well, if everyone's out to get me, I'm just going to do everything myself. And, you know, hyper independence is also a trauma response, right? I'm built that way because, and thank God you actually have a good family, but like when especially in regard to community and friendship, if people have really manipulated you or used you or lied to you or played games, 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, like that feels very, you can start painting a story for yourself that maybe I'm not worthy of friendship. Maybe I'm not, you know, maybe this was meant to happen to me because there's something wrong with me. No, this is healing within yourself. Oof, yeah, we have the Strength card here. I still feel like there's some negative internal chatter that's going on. And the sooner you're able to heal and grab the truth and the reality, you said that's why I don't reveal any, they can't use it against me. Exactly. But I think that you're going to be able to trust in your gut, and you should, you know, when you you know, commune with spirit, or you pray, or whatever your practice is, whatever your beliefs are, put that out to the divine and say, you know, I would like to call in. And what's really funny is my group of friends that I have now, my very, very tight knit, close sisterhood, we all prayed for each other. And it's so interesting because I almost feel like you're healing the self, and you could be sending out prayer that you want to find that sense of community and friendship. Ooh, once you start having a more positive chatter inside, things are going to balance out. And you know, what happens in the dark will be brought to light here. I love that there is justice here, because I think that there is going to be an evening out for you. And what people can't do for us in life, the divine can do for us. And I know how strong your faith and your spiritual practice is to you. Know that it is on the way. Know that it is coming. I think the worst is over, honestly, for you. And I also think that you're able to sniff out red flags for people. So let's answer your question one more time. How can I attract more people on my frequency this year? Healing yourself, choosing the more positive feelings, having more positive chatter about yourself, recognizing red flags. And, you know, with this Emperor energy, being open to not, I think another step is mentally preparing yourself to be open to not doing everything alone. Because that's a really hard, if you've been single for a really long time, or if you've been hyper independent or have lived alone for a very long time, or you've done everything alone. For those of you who are like married your high school sweetheart and like you can't relate to this, you know, praise, like that's great. But for those of you who identify with this, you know, hyper independence, G, and I think that you do because you're such a boss babe, right? And I mean that in a good way, not the weird way that people are twisting it online. Anyway, you have to be open to receive. You have to be open to receive the friendship. You have to be open to receive the community. You have to be open to receive the positive connection, and knowing that spirit is going to bring balance back into your life here. Gorgeous freaking deck. All right, let me grab, I moved my studio stuff around, so give me a moment here to grab some Oracle. G, what else? All right, up next, I have SB. If you guys are called to donate, let me know. G, I'm so excited for this reading. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you like and sub. Ooh, we have take inspired action. Practice putting yourself out there. If you see someone who's interesting and you want to talk to them, talk to them. It can be, if you're someone who's very shy, it can be intimidating, but you know, even if you're going out to get like a cup of tea or something, you know, practice talking to people, whether it's at a coffee shop or the store, or wherever you go, and just creating little conversations can start breaking you out of your shell. And I know this isn't the Hermit, but the Emperor is someone who, he calls his own shots. He runs his own kingdom, right? And when you want to be part of a community, it's not, you're not an emperor running and controlling the show. You're someone who you have to bring balance and be open to people being part of your life. Unleash your kindest self. Love that. And we have talk less and feel more. Feel the vibes of people. If you are drawn to something, perhaps. And the thing is there's really only one way to find out, right? You got to F around and find out when you meet new people. And just pray that, you know, if their vibes are a little bit off, you find out sooner than later. Hey, SB, you're up next, babe. All right. Boundaries. No is yes to self-love. If something feels off, it's off. If it feels good, move into that. Feel more, my friend. Time of positive transformation. Ooh, infinite wisdom. Look how cool that is. Mastery activated, Akashic records, and explore deeper. So with that 12th house, you know, dice roll, you are being called, you are being asked to go deeper. And anytime you want a relationship, whether it's friendship, romantic, whatever, you have to put yourself out there to be a little bit vulnerable. And there's no guarantee that you may not, ever feel pain again, but if it's something that you desire, it's definitely worth going after. G, I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much for being here. And we're going to move on to SB. SB, what is up, girl? You are up next. I have you for 2. Give me one moment. All right. You are so welcome. Okay. SB says, magic and beautiful blessings. Okay. All right, let me pull up your thingy here. So you say, oops, the wrong one. All right, one moment. You said, oh yeah, tell me about it. So you say, OMG, you were right. Tell me what I was right about. Meeting that person? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can I have your PayPal up too, so if I can read from here. Just tell me when you want me to start. But I'd love to hear a little testimonial action. My cats are exhausted. I came home really late last night and I was like, Augustus is going to wake me up and it's going to be ugly, but it was totally fine. Everything was the best date. Hallmarky. I told you. I freaking love that. All right, girl. SB is up. SB, we're going to get into it. All right, girl. All right. Hydration check. LH, thank you so much. Sounds good. I appreciate you. You'll be after SB. SB has 2 questions. Numero uno. What are G's feelings towards me? Very curious. Energies towards me. Ooh. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's get into SB's energy, baby. Welcome in. Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps me out. And we're going to get into SB's reading. All right, girl. What are G's energies toward SB? What are G's energies toward SB? Why am I cutting decks today, Spirit? Very interesting. What are G's spirit feelings? G's energy towards SB. 3 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. You are a diamond in the rough. King of Wands. 9 of Cups. He equally enjoyed being around you. Wow. Overall, very positive here. Let's talk about it, okay? Let me move these out of the way. Ooh. Yeah, 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It almost I feel like the flow was so natural. The flow was so natural. It was so smooth, harmonious, free flowing, energy of goodwill here with the 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I almost felt like maybe a friend from childhood where you like couldn't put your finger on it. Yeah, okay. So the 3 of Wands, it felt very exciting. I think for both of you guys, it was more than you probably thought was going to happen. What is his energy towards you? How does he view you? Nine of Pentacles. He sees you as someone who, the Nine of Pentacles is a woman who is very abundant in her own right. And he sees you as someone who is, what is the word I'm looking for here? You are someone who is very capable. You're someone who is very capable of taking care of yourself, providing for yourself, having a good head on your shoulders, able to make good decisions, someone who is grounded and someone who's not easily taken in situations like this, right? And even though things may have been very, very exciting, I think that he realized that you guys weren't gonna like, fly off the handle in terms of like get delulu about things, basically, is what I'm trying to say. 10 of Wands, I think he also understands the limits. Here he is as the King of Wands. Kendra, Happy New Year. I felt like a queen. Yeah, I was, yeah. And so I think, yeah, so 10 of Wands, he was also keeping things very realistic. And I think he knew in the back of his mind that, this wasn't going to be normal, or this was more about appreciating and being in the moment for what it was, right? We also have the Nine of Cups and the Star. I think that you really enjoyed having that attention. I think he overall has very positive feelings. He felt very happy. I think you guys were very attracted to each other. Ace of Swords, you may have had some borderline serious conversations about life or beliefs, or even if it was a first date, like maybe because you knew, 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords, like there could have been some, I have nothing to lose, so I'm going to tell you how I feel about this taboo topic type of thing, right? Very, very interesting. And then Page of Cups, it ended very well. I mean, you can tell us. I feel like it ended on positive terms, and it ended in a almost innocent way with the Page of Cups here. I am sensing, with Five of Pentacles on top of the deck, I am sensing that there's this overall feeling of like, would we ever see each other again? But his energies towards you, I think he really likes you. I think the distance is definitely an issue here. The 10 of Wands, there's a little bit of a barrier or a burden or a weight in the way of keeping you guys apart. But maybe you continue to, communicate with each other. But I don't know. But the 10 of Wands also asks us, is it realistic to carry this on our back? Let's spill it. Who cares? It wasn't too. Oh my goodness. Hi, Nina. Yeah, no, that's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. All right. So what are his energies towards you? His energies towards you. Wow. This might have been one of the best dates he's had in a long time. Moon in Libra in the 5th house. Like, this was very balanced. Even though we talked about these things, it was like the perfect date. Moon in Libra in the 5th house. It was joyful. It was fun, but it was balanced. We didn't go too far. He wasn't too creepy, even though you had free flowing conversation. It wasn't too deep. It wasn't too taboo. It wasn't too much. Everything was just right. Beautiful energy, Libra moon here. In the 5th house but the 5th house also represents like flings, short-term dating, things like that. So I think that still, like, I don't know if this is going to be anything more. We have to keep this thing realistic. Let me see what else I have here. Spirit, show me what is going on. Did I tell you I saw him? All right. What else? Your love life. We have children here. So this could be, maybe one of you has a kid, or maybe this could be a potential deal breaker in the situation, or maybe you talked about kids. Give your relationship a chance. And then we have getting to know each other. So I think I don't know if you guys are still in communication, but I feel like the door is still open, but I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself if there is a huge distance in the way. We met, okay, on a Saturday, and then I kept staring. Then we matched, and I saw him and asked if it, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, Spirit, and then show me where is this thing headed? Where's this thing headed? One or both of you, SB, is going to be very, very work focused. I think he is open to continue to communicate with you, but the location of your homes is definitely will still be a factor here. So overall positive. I'm not sure if the children thing, like if you have kids or he has kids or what that deal is all about. But oh my gosh, that is so crazy, girl. I will leave that one with you in Spirit's blessing. And then I have your next question. Then after that, we have LH, we have Kendra. Thank you guys for your patience. We're going to keep moving and moving today. I'm warming up a couple new decks that I have on the table. And all right, your next question is... He's work focused, yeah. Okay. Your next question is, what's to come next? Do you mean 2 months for me? Let me know what your question is. What is to come in the next month or the next 2 months? What was your question? I think there's a typo in your message. And then we have another person after Kendra. And in case you have a different screen name, I'm not going to 2 months. Okay, I see. He invited you to go out there. Interesting. Yeah, we have another person after Kendra. If you had to just subscribe, I think you have to wait 5 minutes, and then you can let us know what your screen name is. All right. What is to come in the next 2 months for SB? What is to come in the next 2 months for SB? Spirit, show me. What is to come for SB in the next 2 months? Nine of Pentacles again. Knight of Wands. Okay, okay. Queen of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you are a Queen of Pentacles, actually, which she is my favorite queen. Oof, actually, I want this freaking tattooed on me. I'm trying to find a snake that I want on my body, and that looks like a really good one. Okay. All right. I've been listening to too much of Dr. John Deloney. Do you guys know who he is? I'm really loving his podcast. Anyway, so let's talk about behavior is a language, right? And I think that I'm going to talk about advice. I'm going to talk about what's to come. We're going to do a little deep dive here. Thank you guys for letting me. I'm a little bit long-winded today, so thank you guys for, dealing with me. Living in color. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, this is the Moon Child Shadow Edition. I want to talk about you for a second, okay? You are very goal focused in the next 2 months. And I think that if you, I don't feel this from you, but I feel like you will be getting very grounded and very centered in creating a plan for your life, what you want for your future, and getting very clear about the direction that you're going in. If you don't feel that energy now, this is where you are headed. So I think it's a good time to start creating a plan of where you want to move it. And I feel like this energy is going to pick up quickly. With the Hierophant, I think I don't know why I want to say this, but I almost feel like your commitment to yourself is being tested. I feel like your commitment to yourself is being tested. This is about loving yourself over everything that happens. And I don't mean that in a egotistical way. It's, kind of what I was saying to G earlier. It's like loving yourself without judgment here. Getting very clear about what you want, because something may happen. Let's talk about this guy, right? He first showed up as the King of Wands, but he might digress to a Knight of Wands. What does the Knight of Wands do? Well, the Knight of Wands is a little bit of a player, right? And we end with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is energy that, not really thrilled with. However, I actually think that there is another new person entering the chat. There could be another person who enters the chat. And I also believe that we teach people how to treat us. So if you start seeing, don't be afraid to create a boundary for yourself. And if men are not consistent or not treating you like a queen, that's when you know to, distance, move away from that energy, etc., etc. But the more that you focus on yourself, Queen of Pentacles, the more that you're building your Nine of Pentacles, that you are committing to yourself, your spirituality, your faith, and you're moving towards what is the more, grab the more positive, the more healthy choice for you. That's what I really want you to focus on in the next 2 months. But I do feel like there is another man that you haven't met yet that is going to enter the chat. Now, in the month of March is when Venus goes retrograde, and that is when things are going to get a little bit, you said you're right. I've been wanting to make a plan because I didn't know the energy I want to head towards. Well, and pray about that. Even if you don't have a concrete plan, think about how you want to feel. And they talk about like a key of manifestation. Talk about how you want to feel and move toward that feeling. Create a plan to move toward that feeling, even if you don't know exactly what the path or the plan is. Page of Swords, studying. Maybe this is requiring you, I think it's called the Dr. John Deloney show. Sometimes he's on Dave Ramsey, but Page of Swords here is, the Page of Swords is a student. Or maybe you want to look for, there's a reason that people create recipes. There's a reason people create game plans. You may not have to recreate the wheel of your life. How do you want your life to look? What direction, what career path, what profession, or whatever your lifestyle is, you can follow that. Not all of us are born into, wealth or whatever, but, find someone who is like you that created a life that you want, and figure out how they got study. How did they get there? What did they have to do? Blah, blah, blah. The Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups. I think there are going to be deep realizations about your future, where you're headed, and what you are willing to do to get there. I think your confidence is way up. But if something happens with any of these men who may end up acting like players, at the end of the day, you're the Queen of Pentacles, and no one can take that away from you, because you've built an entire life. You've built a fortress of love for yourself, abundance for yourself. You don't need anything from anyone. You want to move into a harmonious new beginning with someone. And if they can't give you that, And you can apply that to like school, work, whatever. There may be some realizations of, you know what, this doesn't really feel right. Let me center myself and move away from some of this stuff. Yeah. What else do we have here? We have the Tower. You talked to your mom last night about the direction. That's awesome. The Tower, what do you need? What isn't built on solid ground that you're ready to, maybe you're ready to start over? Six of Cups. This talks about nostalgia, family, thinking about maybe some of the dreams, goals, wishes that you had as a young person. Spirit, what else in the next 2 months for SB? We have Taurus in the 6th house of health. And we have Jupiter. Wow. Focus on creating Taurus is a grounded earth sign, and Taurus brings life. Taurus is a creator. Okay. In the 6th house, how can I expand and create healthy, grounded patterns for myself without overdoing it? Because Jupiter and Taurus, Taurus also loves to indulge, right? So it's keeping some of that stuff within check. And how can I expand the more healthy choice? That's funny that I was talking about that earlier too. How can I expand and ground these more healthy rooted habits, daily habits for me in the 6th house is house of health and day-to-day routine, right? And even day-to-day like work routine. Let's see what else I have for you. What is to come in the next 2 months, Spirit, for SB? Welcome in. Thanks for your patience, guys. I know I'm moving a little slow today. Oh, we got new beginnings, girl. Answers. If you don't know in the next 2 months, you're going to know. You're going to know your direction. Happiness. Yeah. Moving toward the feeling of, I want to feel happy. This thing isn't allowing me to be happy. So I am moving into what feels good and what feels healthy and what's going to set me up for success. Blessed change, a major life change brings you great blessings. Maybe you, with that Tower energy, maybe you do decide to completely 360 pivot something, right? Watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire. How do you want to feel? Not what you fear. Break free. Try different, girl. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. SB, as always, thank you so much for being here. And we are moving on to LH. LH, thank you so much for your donation. We're moving right along. Thanks for your patience, guys. All right, LH, let's do it. Okay, uno momento. All right, LH, go ahead and post your question, babe. Can I have some advice on how to deal with my current circumstances with my children's father? Got it. I got you. We're going to use this deck. It is not about romance. Oops. Maybe he's a slippery customer. All right, LH, let's get into your energy, girl. Give me a moment here. All right, what is the advice on how to deal with the current circumstances? Okay, hold on. This feels like a headache. Are you exhausted, LH? Are you exhausted? I feel like this person is hard to deal with. I feel like this is like I mean, I clearly understand why you're not with this person. It's like, no, I feel, it almost feels like you are dealing with a brick wall. It is almost impossible to communicate with this person. This person has a really big ego, and I also feel like this person does stuff out of spite because they know how to push your buttons. You said, yes, I'm exhausted. This is what I'm feeling here. Give me a moment. Let me see what else they're going to give me. I just want to hug you. I want to cry. Here, I wouldn't be surprised if we have the Hanged Man that falls out, because what Spirit is telling me is the only behavior that we can change is our own. And what I see for you, my friend, LH, what I see for you is there is going to be required a perspective change from you. Because if someone wants to act a certain way, malicious for no reason, exactly, impossible. You got it. Bingo. All you can do is show up for those kids, right? In the best way that you can. And I know a lot about that other topic as well. And so if you feel like that they are in any danger because of the alcohol, or, them not being sober, or, riding around, or whatever it is, you take actions that you need to take to keep them safe. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a counselor. I'm not, these readings. Please see my legal disclaimer. But, do whatever you need to do. And you know what's really interesting? Look at this. Hold on. So one of my cards in here is flipped. Who is it? Maybe it's not. I thought Justice was in here. I was going to say, I don't know if you have taken this person. I don't know if you're dealing with the court system, or if that's something you're wanting to avoid, but just food for thought, my friend, food for thought. Okay. I could have sworn I saw Justice. Here she is. Flipped out in this deck. You've been talking to a lawyer? Good idea. Good idea. Good idea. And I haven't touched this deck in probably a week. So that was clearly for you. Okay, Spirit, show me. What is the advice here for LH? What is the advice here for LH? We have the Empress. Number one, first and foremost, you are Mama Bear. Your job is to protect, okay? And I know that you're doing that, which is why you're taking the steps to do what you want to do. 6 of Pentacles. The 6s in the tarot, number 6 in numerology as well, is about harmony. And it's almost impossible to create harmony with someone who is an addict, or someone who is, not in the right frame of mind. But I want to applaud you, though, at the same time, because the Empress and the 6 of Pentacles shows me that I don't really think that you're showing it around your kids. And I applaud you, and I think that you're very strong for that, because you don't want them to know really what's going on behind closed doors. We have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. We have the 8 of Swords. You feel like you're trapped, like your hands are tied here. We have Page of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 5 of Cups. He dragged me to court. He's had the upper hand because he's had the money and the time. That's what is right here. All right. So what are things, again, entertainment purposes only, again, I'm just a cat lady on the internet, but one of the things that I feel like could help you is if you have any evidence, like, photos, screenshots, behavior, blah, blah, blah. If you have any concrete evidence, that I think will be of help to you. What I don't like is here he is. He's the King of Pentacles here. And the King of Pentacles is holding all the cards because they have all the money. And that is a very sad, sad reality of this world, is that the people who have more money can be very powerful in the end. I do think that he is trying to inflict pain on you, which is really sick. Okay. But another thing I want to tell you is, and I know this isn't what I'm about to say, I don't want you to get like pissed off or, because I've like in the moment, this may not be helpful, but if this will soothe your emotion in any way, I want you to know that karma is real. The divine is real. And in the end, you reap what you sow. And I do not think that you deserve this. I don't think that you're a bad person. I think that you are going through a season of change and struggle. But I do feel like there will be justice for you in the end, even if it takes a while. This is what I've been accumulating. I've tried to look out for yes. I cry by myself all the time. Well, maybe you can find a community here on this channel, because a lot of my clients here are women who have been through very difficult circumstances with men, myself included. So welcome. Six of Swords, the card is all about moving to calmer waters. And so many of us have been able to form friendships here. Anyways, I just shout out to all my regulars and all the people that hang out here. But 10 of Swords and 5 of Cups. We have 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You need to put the oxygen mask on yourself. You need to make sure you're sleeping. You need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And I'm not trying to like stress you or freak you out or whatever. That's not what this is about. At the end of the day, here, if you can ground yourself and realize that the outcome is going to be what the outcome is going to be, and that certain things are out of your control, you need to find places of peace so that you can have mental sanity as you go through this. Because this may not, this whole thing may not happen overnight. This could actually be drug out for a little while. We have the Emperor here. There is a huge power struggle dynamic going on here as well. I feel like he is very malicious. I feel like he is literally out for blood. Let me not literally, entertainment purposes only, figuratively out for blood, not literally. Let me correct myself here. The 5 of Cups this is someone who, my opinion, entertainment purposes only, this is someone who is trying to inflict emotional distress on someone. Now, that's not your question though. How do I deal with this? I think it's a perspective shift in self-preservation, taking care of yourself, taking care of your kids, because guess what? That's all you can do. You hired attorneys to handle this for you. Make sure that they're doing what they need to do and stay up on them, because they're the one that's fighting this fight for you. You can't manage and control every single battle with this. You are doing the best that you can. There may be moments where things feel unfair and you feel like your hands are tied. But at the end of the day, I do feel like karma will be served. Even if you are dealt a hand in court that you don't want, I do feel like in the long run, karma will be on your side. Let me know if you need any clarification here. I'm going to roll the Astro dice. But yeah, it's a shift in perspective of like, no, he doesn't have all the power. He doesn't have all the power. I am the mama bear. I am the emperor of my life, my kingdom. This is something that I'm dealing with. This is something that I'm going to get through. The 8 of Swords is what? It's an illusion that your hands are tied. Your hands are not tied. As a matter of fact, there are more opportunities in your life now that you are not with him. I never knew he was the person he was, but think about it. Wouldn't it be, hey, Living Color, wouldn't it be Isn't it better to know the darkest truth than live a lie with this person? Think about that. There is an opportunity to start fresh. Make sure you're planting these seeds in healthy soil now. Because whatever, and thank God you may be dealing with this person in court, but you're not dealing with this person, hopefully, too much, other than, I know you're co-parenting with them, but it's going to be a perspective shift. But the Four of Swords, know when to take a beat, take a moment, take a break before, don't react, take a moment to before you respond to this person. Better to know the truth. Whew. Okay, we have, what is the fifth house? This is joy, the fifth house of creativity. It's the house of Leo. We have Virgo and we have Neptune. You may need to, despite feeling hurt, feeling destroyed, feeling so much pain, feeling so much betrayal here, the beauty of the Five of Cups is that we have 2 cups left over. So what is this fifth house Virgo, Neptune and Virgo in the fifth house telling me? You may literally need to schedule positive, fun time for yourself or with your kids. Like, even though you're feeling like crap, this is like, okay, let's go to the aquarium. Let's go do an art class. Let's go have a game night or whatever it is that you guys want to do, right? Because do not let this consume you. That's the advice here, is do not let this thing consume you that is out of your control. And that, I know that's much easier said than done here. You learn not to, you limit. No, that's perfect. Yeah, I think you're doing the right thing. Take a beat, take a breather before responding. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing, my friend. We are wishing you the best. Hope you are able to find some relief from that and some justice soon. But all right, Kendra. We got Kendra, and then we have Living in Color up next. All right. We got Kendra, and then we have Living in Color. Okay, got you, boo. Thanks. I've just been chatting away. How am I glowing up in 2025? Woo-wee, girl. Okay, what cards do I want to use? I'm going to use this one for you. Oh, I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Kendra, we're shifting the energy, girl. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh my gosh, how am I already at an hour? Time flies when you are reading tarot, I guess. Welcome. And Happy New Year, my friends. Let's get into it. I have a confession to make, guys. I got hooked on, and now this is a little out of character for me. I got hooked on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it's been funny to watch. All right, Kendra, how am I glowing up in 2025? What can I expect? I keep cutting these decks. All right, Kendra. All right, Spirit, let's get into Kendra's energy. I want to say, just even on a personal note, because they're already talking about your YouTube stuff. just on a personal note, guys, go check out Kendra's YouTube channel. She's freaking cute as a freaking button. Like, I don't even think you need any kind of glow up whatsoever, but we're going to get into it. I'm seeing you making a lot more content, even like more content, consistent content. Like, I just feel like it's going to keep flowing and flowing and flowing. So that's cool. Spirit, show me what's going on with, ooh, okay. They are taking me to your crown chakra. And I almost feel like you might be creating a little bit of like spiritual type of content as well. So that might be something that you're thinking about considering. Let me see what else here. I think that you are going to have more of a following. And I want to talk about, and I may have mentioned this before. Yeah, I really want to talk about your YouTube stuff, because when you are someone, especially like when you're starting out, like let's say you make like 50 videos, 100 videos or whatever, and then someone catches your channel and they're like, wow, I love this content. And then they subscribe and they watch all your videos. Like, I've done that on channels before. I'm sure you guys have too. And so I see that going on with you, but I want to see, Spirit, show me what Kendra can expect. I think your intuition is going to be on fire in 2025. Living in Color, I didn't know they did either. I was watching a Salt Lake City real estate show, and then I realized they had it, and I was like, this is interesting, but more about that later. All right, Kendra, back into this reading. What is to come? Four of Pentacles. You are going to have a schedule. You're sticking to your schedule. You're being very practical. You are also being very wise with your resources. You are not overspending. You might be doing something like I am this year and doing like a no-buy year for 2025, where it's like you're only buying essentials. You're not buying, you know, anything that you truly, truly, truly don't need. Like save, save, save. So you could be having a financial glow up in the month of, or I'm sorry, in the year ahead. Sorry. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So it's like you're fighting the good fight, but I do feel there's some type of like symbiotic harmony. There could be other people. Maybe you do a collab with someone or a group of people here with the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. You're communicating, you're putting yourself out there. The Seven of Wands, it's interesting. This Seven of Wands it's not a very defensive energy. It's almost like illuminating. It's hard to see this card on camera because of the colors, but it's almost like it's illuminating all of this light here. And I just feel like you want to shine and illuminate your light. And I feel like the right people are going to catch your vibe. Similar to, you know, what I was talking about in G's reading, like once you are living that authentic, your fullest authentic self, and you're shining your light from within, other people are going to see that and they're going to be attracted to it and they're going to want more of it. We have strength here. We have the Six of Cups. We have Knight of Wands. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Exactly. So I feel like, and it's funny because I wanted to pick this up, and this is the 5 and it's upside down. And we end with the 10 of Pentacles. If anything, my friend, you are a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful woman. Let me say that. And what I see happening for you in 2025 is a complete financial glow up. You may even think about, even within some of your content, because that's also a really, really popular niche where people do like budgeting, or they talk about finances and saving and things like that. That could be something that you might be interested in. But yeah, the Strength, Six of Cups. Another interesting thing that I feel like is going to happen here. And so before I continue, money is going to be a huge focus of the year. And I see that being your biggest glow up, period. The other thing I will say is the more positive energy that you're emanating and the more of a following that you may get, and the more you put yourself out there, there may be people from your past that start coming around. So be careful if you want to engage with them or not, because it's like, oh, you want to talk to me now? You want to talk to me now? What about before, when I was just, my normal self, before I was because I think that your confidence is going to attract a lot of people. And I don't know. I feel like it's maybe a guy and maybe like a female and a male that may come out of the woodwork, like at some point randomly pop up sometime during the year for you. Like even like in June, I'm feeling, and this is really specific and weird, but it's almost like you're out there, you're putting yourself out there, you're creating content, you're doing your thing. The other thing I just love about your energy, Kendra, is that you are not afraid to be bold. You got that Aries energy going on. You're not afraid to be bold. You're not afraid to put yourself out there. You're not afraid to take risks and try things. And I will tell you, I feel like 80% of the world is afraid. I think 80% of the world is afraid to really go bold and do the things that they want to do, which is why I feel like, I think when 2025 is over, I see you taking a deep breath and exhaling, and you're like, you know what? It's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. Not to say that 25 is not going to have its challenges, not to say that, like, there may not be anxiety here or there, but there is more harmony. Let's talk about, you don't have any scary cards here. You have some great cards here. 3 of Pentacles is working together, maybe collaborating with others. We have the 6 of Cups, which talks about harmony and goodwill. We have the Knight of Wands. It's like, I'm moving forward and I'm doing this. And you're running right into your 10 of Pentacles, your legacy, financial abundance here. I think it's going to be a good year. Now, I don't know how much I know you're a sensitive person. I don't know how much of the world at large, how much of that energy that you suck up and soak in. Just be mindful of that. But I feel like you specifically on a personal level, like things are on the up and up here for you. Let me see what else I have for you. We have Mercury and Gemini. Mercury and Gemini in the 6th house. Ooh, that's cool. All right, Mercury and Gemini. That's in its home sign here, and the 6th house is your day-to-day routine. Maybe you start creating content much more often, much more frequently, and putting it out there. I feel like consistency is key. Creating a daily habit. Now, I know a lot of people, like, I just do these live tarot things. I actually deleted my Instagram. Other than this, I'm not on any social media. So, but I know, like, when I listen to, other content creators, they talk about how, especially people who like do vlogs and stuff, where it's like their whole life is content creation. You don't want to get sucked into that per se. But I feel like you're making more content, especially when you're feeling like maybe you're sitting in your car and you're like, you know what, I have this thought, I want to film about this, or whatever it may be. I love this energy, spirit. The 6th house is also the house of health. And I think you're having very healthy boundaries, healthy communication with people. Gemini is a very clear communicator, but Gemini is not always consistent. So finding balance and consistency in your day-to-day routine is going to be very helpful to you. Okay. Let me see what else I got for you. I'm going to pull some more abstract cards that want to look at bigger picture stuff for the full year. Yeah, just be careful, like the news, because there, I think there's going to be some events that go down in 2025. I mean, if everything that we saw at the end of this year is a preview into what next year is, and I'm not trying to, entertainment purposes only. I'm just a cat lady. I don't know anything, but with Pluto and Aquarius, things are popping off over here. The return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it is coming together. Beautiful energy. The sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationship. Oof. Luck. Beauty-muss energy here. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, and channel. Talk about what you want to talk about. Live life out loud. Be bold. I see new friends. You may meet other friends who are content creators and do some type of collaboration with them. We have leave your usual. As soon as I said that, love this. Leave your usual social circles behind. Seek out true companions. Very cool energy. Live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. And then we have you are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. So that's your messages for the year ahead and what to expect. I'm going to leave that with you and Spirit's blessing. Big financial glow up here. All right, living in color, you're up next. Thanks for your patience with me. Let me know your question. You can go ahead and post. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, you are so welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. All right, up next is living in color. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can text or email me to book a private session. I do tarot and psychic readings, sometimes mediumship if a crossed over loved one comes through. Thank you. Have a good one, Kendra. Living in color, you can go ahead and post your question. Oops. How was your new year, newbie? How was your new year, guys? Did you guys have fun last night? I had a great time. Blowing off commercial grade fireworks. All right, girly pop. Let's do it. It's two-part. I'm in a 4-year relationship with me. Recently I recently overreacted, sending a breakup message over a small issue with texting back, I apologize this morning. Okay. Wondering if he still wants love and commitment with me. I still love him and hope we can move forward. Will he forgive me? Got it. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So first, I want to just sit living in color. Take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. You deserve, I'm going to grab a relationship deck for you. You deserve to have a moment of, I just moved stuff in my studio around, so I'm getting used to my new setup over here. You deserve a sigh of relief. Here's the thing about being a woman. We have things like hormones. We have things like whatever, right? And so when we're dealing with men need to realize that they need to like let us be who we are, because they're not dealing with the hormones that we're dealing with, right? Maybe sometimes you get a little spicy. Maybe sometimes you're feeling a little, whatever. And if they can't ride the ups and downs, it's you got to be. I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to compatibility and values, right? Let's take a look at this here. So if this is someone who, entertainment purposes only, I'm just a cat lady, I'm not a counselor. See my legal disclaimer. But if you've been in a relationship with someone for 4 years, they probably know you pretty decently here. They've seen you for many seasons. I feel childish. You know what? That means you're human and it's okay. And all you can do is learn from that. All right, Spirit, show me. Does he still want love and commitment? Will he forgive? 2 parts. Does he still want love and commitment? Well, guess what, my friend? You have love and you have commitment cards very clearly. You said it's embarrassing to say. Trust and believe. Everyone here on this channel watching this has done something to embarrass themselves in a relationship before, myself included, right? We're not 100% every day. We're not perfect every single day. We have the 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Hierophant, and Knight of Swords. This is being able to talk through things. 6 of Pentacles is being able to find harmony and give and take and receive love and give love reciprocally to each other. And if there's a day where, they're at, you can only give 30% to the relationship. Hold on, I can't do math. Then they have to bring that 70. It can't be 50-50 every day. It can't be 80-20 every day. A relationship is about creating a partnership. And again, I'm a single cat lady by choice, but I'm just saying what I see in the cards here, right? I do think that this is repairable. I do think that he wants love and commitment. And I think one of the ways through this, and I'll look at where this is headed, and I'll probably use the Lenormand on top of this. One of the ways through this is very clear and quick communication, and tell him, I'm so sorry. I overreacted. I'm embarrassed by my behavior. I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry. I get like this sometimes. The holidays are also the holidays can also be very triggering, right? And so maybe you're dealing with some type of stress or something subconsciously, but all you can do, living in color, all you can do is work on healing yourself so that you can show up in a commitment. And I see that love and commitment is here, Spirit. Show me, will he forgive you? Will he forgive you? Yes. I think that you guys have avoided potentially a difficult conversation that needs to be had. It feels like there's an elephant in the room. Why? Because I have the 5 of Wands here. It talks like which represents conflict or some type of battle here. And I won't say it's great to have tension in a relationship, but tension comes up in a relationship so that you can heal something. I feel like he's someone that's open to communication. I feel like he's someone that is grounded, even if he needs a little bit of space for a moment. I do think that he wants to stay with you and grow with you, but I think it's time to sit and have a heart-to-heart and work things out because you care about each other, not to have like a screaming match where nothing gets accomplished. I also feel like the High Priestess, I do think this guy has what I'm sensing is, and trust me, for those of you who have been around for a while, I don't say this very often. I actually feel like this guy has a good nature to him. And I think that he is someone who is forgiving. With this high priestess energy, I think that you kind of already have an inkling of where this thing might be headed. Page of Swords, you guys need to communicate, period. Okay. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Open up your heart. Tell him how you feel. You can't control the outcome, and just, let me see where this, I'm going to use Lenormand on the whole rest of this, actually. Welcome in, guys. We are currently on donations. If you're called to donate, I have 3 reading options. Hold your freebies for now. I can't believe I've been on this long. Okay. Let me see. Spirit, show me the love and commitment. I don't know if there was another party that tried to sabotage you guys. I also feel like you guys need to really, 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 really trust each other. I don't know if the trust was broken, but that's something that potentially needs to be healed, or you guys need to reassure each other that you guys are ride or die for each other, and that if this is an outside influence, that is not being entertained. The Garden. Will he forgive? Yeah. I do think that he wants a commitment with you. I do think that there is room to grow. You guys need to show each other that there is loyalty and trust here. And this outside influence, it doesn't necessarily mean like another woman or another man. Like, this could be like a friend or a mother or a sister or someone, like, say, or even like a guy friend that's like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's like, if one of you guys are being too open with other people about the relationship, they could have someone else like feeding something into their ear that isn't helpful here. That's really the only thing I would say. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much. All right. It is last call for donations. I've been on for an hour and a half. I'll do a couple freebies, and then I am out of here. Make sure you guys like the stream and subscribe. I go live pretty often. I did take I took almost a week off, actually, which is not very common, but I thought I'd be a normal person and, take a break for the new year. But I'm back. All right. Okay, so you can now post free readings. Just post it once. Please don't spam me. His mom. Oh, girl. That can happen. That can happen. Okay. Post your freebies. Oh, Eva. What up, girly? Eva, last call for donations. Eva snuck in. Go ahead and post, girl. Thanks, Newbie. And give thumbs up and hearts for Newbie for keeping the list going today. Thank you so much, Newbie, for hanging out and helping me and being friggin' awesome. I went on a second date with Dimitri a few days ago. Not sure how he felt, how I feel about him. How is he thinking and feeling about me? All right, let's take a look. How does Dimitri feel about Eva after the second date? Good to see you, Eva. Happy New Year. He's the only one. Oh, he's the one who will be moving away for a job. Not sure if it's really worth seeing him. Okay. How does he feel? How does he feel towards Eva? Oh. All right. Time to call a spade, girl. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. I got some rough cards here. I'm not going to lie. But it's not not necessarily what you think. I have 10 of Swords on the top of the deck. Okay. And I have the Princess of Pentacles on the bottom. We start off with the Sun. How is he thinking and feeling about me? I think he's disappointed because he sees a beautiful, benevolent light in you. And I think that he really enjoys spending time with you. I think he's attracted to you. I think he likes you. He actually doesn't like this because he knows he's moving away. He may start to distance himself now. Why? 4 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. The King of Swords can be a little bit cold. I don't necessarily see him screwing you over, but I feel like I would not be surprised if he starts distancing himself because he's going to have to go through this move. I think he realizes that it may not be realistic to have or be fair to you. And we have the Death card here. So I do think he likes you. I think he's attracted to you. It has nothing to do with you or your energy or what you were putting off or anything like that. It just is coming down to him, basically, and being realistic. I noticed that, so I have already distanced. Yep. So that's what's going on here. North Node in the 5th house in Gemini. If you had a nice date with him, I would, in your mind, maybe entertainment purposes only. Again, I'm just a cat lady on the internet. But, North Node, 5th house in Gemini, appreciate it for what it was. If it was a positive, joyful experience, leave it there. Just because it ended doesn't mean it has to be some, horrible triggering thing that happened. It's just, it was dating. The circumstances didn't work out. He moved away. It is what it is. Don't put this on you. It has nothing to do with you. You're coming through here as the beautiful sun shining. So you guys like my nails? Sorry. Aren't they fun? Eva, I'm going to leave that with you. But yeah, I feel like and the King of Swords is intelligent and he's realizing like, how can I do this if I'm freaking moving away? It's about transformation. All right. I'll take a couple of freebies and then I am out of here. Donations will be ending soon. Yes, Eva, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple freebies and then we are out of here. Ken, are you still here? My wife's current feelings towards me after I sent her a voicemail and text last night. Ken, okay, cool. We do free at random. Do not spam me. All right, Ken, how is your wife feeling? Whew. She needs time. She needs time. Ken, was someone talking to somebody else? I have the 3 of Cups here, 5 of Cups. I feel hurt. I feel pain. I feel disappointment. I feel defensiveness here. Was someone talking to somebody else? 7 of Pentacles. She needs time. She needs time. Okay, yes, death. You got to, entertainment purposes only. It's a free reading. I'm a cat lady again on the internet. See my legal disclaimer. 2 of Swords. She has a decision to make. This decision is not going to happen overnight. Give her time and space that she needs. She feels hurt. She feels betrayed. And she is not ready to have a conversation right now. Does that make sense? I will leave that with you. I'll do another one. Who else is here? Jay, are you still here, boo-boo? Are you still here? You are so welcome. All right. You want a general reading. Let's do it, my friend. General reading for, I'm just going to call you Jay if that's okay with you. General reading, general reading. Oh, okay. I'm feeling right in my heart chakra. I'm feeling very sad. Give me a moment here. I don't know what you're going through, and you don't need to tell us. But I feel like you're going through something. I feel like your heart, what the heck was that? I feel like your heart feels very heavy. I feel like you're in some type of grief, possibly even feeling depressed about something. And I feel like this is a reminder that you can bring yourself to the light, that you have enough love within you to love yourself back to wherever it is that you want to go. Okay. Four of Pentacles is at some point, you're going to let yourself live again. At some point, you're going to let yourself live again. At some point, you're going to love yourself back to whatever. And if you feel like you are alone and you have no one, if you're here, you probably believe in something. And know that if everyone, listen, I've had moments in my life where I've had no one, okay? And the divine was there for me. The divine spirit, whatever your higher power, whatever your belief system is, the divine is my significant other. The divine is my father. The divine is my everything, and it takes care of me. And if you open up to receive that, you will heal and you will be taken care of. I promise you, you will get out of this energy. It's important to take all the time you need to grieve, and don't let other people tell you that you should be over something or that you should be healed by something, because they don't know what you've been through. They don't understand your perspective. And what comes out? The Empress. I actually feel like at some point this year in 2025, there is going to be an awakening and a healing for you. Be patient with yourself. I think some things have happened to you that you didn't deserve. I'm so sorry. Whew, we got a little deep here for a freebie. Knight of Swords. Look at this Knight of Swords. Isn't she funny? It says, fight like a girl, her shirt or her jacket says. The Knight of Swords. If you need to call deuces and walk away from people and move into a new direction and forge a path on your own, then you do that. You love yourself. You love yourself into healing wherever you feel drawn to go. You know, Queen of Cups, you're very intuitive. The Hermit, very intuitive. Like, this is, you are making practical decisions to heal yourself through whatever it is that you went through. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much. Okay. Anyone else? If you want a freebie, go ahead and post once. I'll do maybe another one, and then I'm going to take off. You are so welcome. I love a general reading. Newbie, you want a reading? Living in color, can I get a general business? 9 of Pentacles, Empress, 5 of Pentacles. All right, let's talk about this. This is going to come down to mindset and pushing yourself forward and overcoming and growing in a different direction. Things may have been flourishing at one point and things were looking really good. And I don't know what you don't need to tell us what the business is, but what I am seeing here is that, Nine of Pentacles, Empress, and Five of Pentacles, there's a need to shift something in your business there is a way that you can shift something to either cut costs to get a higher income flow. Does that make sense? And I don't know what that is, but it's going to come to you. The Empress, I want you to say, there's Gabrielle Bernstein says it all the time. My mantra for you living in color is, I am open to creative solutions. I am open to creative solutions. That is your mantra for 2025, because the Empress will get you there. She is creative solutions. She gives birth, right? And will help you if you are feeling like things have fallen into a Five of Pentacles situation. Newbie. Should I retake a test? I know, I was thinking of In Living Color too. Make sure you guys like the stream. All right, I'll do. We'll see. I feel like I still have energy, but I've been really. I drank a lot of coffee today. Newbie, should I retake a test? Okay. Let me ask you a question here. I'm going to answer your question with a question. The old show, well, we're old people, so yes, that's what we're talking about. Newbie, I have the Tower, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Spirit wants to know, do you see how, I feel like she looks annoyed. This girl kind of looks annoyed. She kind of looks bored. The Tower's falling around her. Do you want to even take this test? What are you taking this test for? Is this life or death? Do you have to do this? If you're not passionate about this, it's a no. If this is not going to bring you harmony, if it's not going to bring you harmony and you're not passionate about it, it's a no. If you are bored and you want nothing to do with this, then it's a no. And I'm kind of leaning toward no, because it's like awakening. What do you really want here? What do you really want? Because I'm not Knight of Pentacles. I'm just moving slowly about my day. I don't even know. I feel like you're asking the question because you don't know. And I feel like for now it's a no. If you get to a place where you're like, man, I'm lit up, I really want to do this, then it's a hell yes. But if it's not a hell yes for you, it's a no. All right, guys. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I will see you guys in the next one. And thanks for choosing me to be your tarot reader. And I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye. Happy New Year. Bye.